one of the things that's always been interesting to me, especially with gym, is the competition and how it works. So for me with soccer, I'm on a team for starters, and then the score is measured by how many times you put the ball in the net, right?
Yeah.
Here, in a way, it's an opinion, right? So how do you deal with that? You mentioned that you felt good about your performance, and then somebody had an opinion that said otherwise.
Yeah.
How do you balance that? How do you work with the judges if that's not something you can control, and like focusing only on what you can control?
Yeah, I mean, to a certain extent, there is like only so much that you can do to improve your scores in gymnastics. That's one of the things that kind of sucks about the sport is you could do amazing one week and the judges could be like just extra hard that week and score super low, and then you could do mediocre the next week, have some easier judging, and score a career high. And so that is something that like we kind of struggle with in the sport, is just the inconsistency of the scoring. But I mean, for us, like on the team, we kind of throughout season get to know what a good routine feels like, and then for like watching your teammates, what a good routine looks like for them. And regardless of the score, like just being proud of hitting a routine, hitting it cleanly to like the best of your ability. So one thing that we really focused on this past season was just forgetting about the scores, not watching the scores as they popped up, and just using the energy of hit routines to fuel us the rest of the meet. And for me personally, like when I wasn't watching the scores, I felt better about my routines and how I was doing throughout the meet, versus when I was watching the scores, I'd see them pop up and might have been lower than I was expecting, so that'd kind of frustrate me. And then the next routine would be a little worse because I was stressed out and a little frustrated. And so I mean, the biggest thing in that sense is just trying not to focus too much on what the judges are saying and what the scores are that they're giving you, and just focusing on what like your teammates are saying and how you personally feel about the routine.
Yeah, 100%. I think that really applies to life as well, in the sense that you're the one that knows what you're doing. I think something that's special about gym is that you go over the routine you're about to hit all week long, all semester long.
Yeah.
I mean, you can switch it up at times, but you know what you're doing. You know how it's supposed to work out.
Yeah.
And you go in there and you just do it. And if you prove it to yourself, I feel like in a way that's what matters,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
I think it's proving it to yourself and in anything in life, whether that be school, job, work, whatever you want. Really just focus on what you have to do. And the rest is, I mean, oh well, you can't control it, really.
Yeah, exactly.